Training fasted burns more body fat is a statement I often hear, but is it true? And in this video, I'm going to discuss exactly that. And I bet the answer is actually going to surprise you. So the reason why this belief about training fasted is that sounded so deep, is in existence, is because a lot of people say that when you train fasted, your body taps into fat more as a fuel source. But here's the mistake, or the misleading situation that's going on. Just because your body is using fat more as a fuel source, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are burning more body fat. And in fact, training fasted might not be right for you at all. And now the reason why I say that is because we need to bring it back to the fact that how does fat loss happen? It happens by being in a calorie deficit. And now I know the calorie deficit drum probably gets beat a bit too often, but it's because of misleading statements like that where we have to go back to the basics and remember how fat loss happens. And that's, like I said, by being in a calorie deficit consistently over the long term. So whether or not you actually train fasted doesn't actually matter. You can train fasted every day if you like, but if throughout the rest of the day you eat too many calories, then it's not going to matter. You're not going to lose body fat. And the reason why I then said it might not even be right for you is because you might not be eating at all in the hours leading up to your workout just so you can train fasted, but then you don't also have time to eat after your workout. It means then you're just not really having time to eat at all. So you're just setting up your schedule in a way that's not working for you because you have this fixation on thinking you have to do something, whereas that's not actually the case. Now, on the other hand, if you train fasted because you prefer it for whatever reason, or it just works better for your schedule, great, go ahead with it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying you don't have to do it to lose body fat, because myself and many of my one-to-one online fitness members don't train fasted. Like they'll have something like maybe light before their workouts and then go and train and then still successfully lose body fat on the back of that. So yeah, it can really work both ways. And then I think another point that a lot of people are missing is if you're so fixated on training fasted, but then your performance is suffering, then what good is that as well? Like you're fixated on this arbitrary reason of thinking you have to train fasted to lose body fat, but then you go into your sessions feeling sluggish and tired and weak because you've got no really like fuel inside of you, and then you're not really making progress in your sessions either. So you're double shooting yourself in the foot. Is that even an expression? I don't think so. So you could easily argue if eating beforehand helps you train better, push yourself more, progressively overload more efficiently, then I'm all for that. And if anything, it probably makes more sense for you. Now, overall, I'm going to finish on 2 points. And the first being whether or not you train fasted should be down to personal preference. If you train fasted and you find it works brilliantly for you and your routine, and in fact, it just means you have an easiest time staying consistent with everything, that's the most important point. Go ahead with it. If on the other hand, you don't like training fasted, you think it gets in the way of your routine, it causes tiredness, sluggishness, fatigue, post-workout overeating, then it's probably not a good idea for you. And then that second point I wanted to mention to finish off with is what actually drives fat loss. It's being in a calorie deficit, being consistent with that calorie deficit, consistent training as well, progressively overloading, high protein intake, consistency, and you're laughing. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. If you want to become a one-to-one online fitness member as well, I'm not going to dictate whether or not you train fasted. That's up to you, but I will help you with a ton of other stuff. Then you can find out how to become a one-to-one online fitness member and potentially sign up by the link in the caption of this video.